start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Well, I'm standing here as a leader of opposition would like to rebut some point of Prime Minister have said before. Prime Minister have said that the use of meat is #1 way to reducing the environmental harmful. But ladies and gentlemen, in effect, there's the #1 source of bad environment because the pollution and household waste and industry waste. It's not because the increasing of farmland. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will invite you to imagine that it is actually good if we increase the farmland instead of give it to the mining activity, because we all know that the waste of the mining is we cannot reuse the waste of the mining. Even in a farm, instead of farmland, we can use it as the organic fertilized, or we can use it for the improve the biogas, for example, ladies and gentlemen, because according to Komposiana, there is a village who use biogas for their daily life. The village is Urtseu, Boyolali, the central of Java, since 2007, and we all know that that is the farmland. And for example, to increase the production of meat is useful for the society, for example, ladies and gentlemen. And next to the second point, eating meat, Prime Minister said that eating meat is immoral, but the statement does not make sense at all, for example, ladies and gentlemen, because as long as we manage it and we believe that the production of meat is already standardized. Next, ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister said that there is bad impact for the culture and religion in Indonesia, but we as Indonesia, we know that, we understand that the most of our cultural ceremony in Indonesia use meat, and as we can see in Indonesia, there is a lot of traditional food in Indonesia which is use meat as their primary ingredient, and we cannot replace the meat in a rendang, for example, or bakso to any other something, and we all know that the culinary is already international. Next, the Prime Minister said that there is a religion to allow their followers to as a vegan, but there is also a religion in Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen, who will celebrate Eid al-Adha. As we all know, they use cow, goat, and lamb in a celebration, and it cannot replace with any other things. Next to my point, ladies and gentlemen, feeding the world in a sustainable way is one of our most pressing challenges in the coming decades. Meat plays a pivotal role in this. Meat is an important source of nutrition for many people around the world. Global demand for meat is growing over the past 50 years. Meat production has more than tripled. The world now produces more than 340 million tons each year, but the production of meat has large environmental impact, increasing greenhouse gas emission, agriculture land, and freshwater use. One of the world's most pressing challenges is to produce and consume meat, dairy, and other protein products in a way that reduces its environmental impacts. Meat production, ladies and gentlemen, refers to the slaughter in slaughterhouses and farms of animals whose carcass is declared fit of human consumption, and the definition applies to beef, pork, lamb, and mutton. Next to the second point of me, if we ban all production and consumption of meat, we will close the livelihood of most people, such as meat seller, ranchers, or slaughterhouses, and also small medium enterprise will get bad impact of their if we go this motion, because it's not easy to change to any other jobs or obligation, ladies and gentlemen, and it will have bad impact for Indonesian economy, because Indonesia or this country get taxed for 10%, and also 10% for street vendors, and also 11% for restaurant. And then in this case, the restaurant, what I mean is just like KFC and McDonald's, who use meat as their primary ingredient. But when we ban this, we ban all production and consumption, it will close this company or restaurant, and this country or Indonesia will lose the 11% of their tax, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this debate, I would like to invite you to know that the bad impact if we ban this production, or if we ban the meat production, is you close the livelihood of Indonesian people, just like meat seller, ranchers, people in the slaughterhouses and the farm, and then you close the biggest company who give income for Indonesia. And we have not to always think about the bad things of production of meat, but we also think about the positive impact of that, because we can use the animal waste or wastes of animals as the biogas or organic fertilizers for our daily life. And I think that's all for my speech. For those reasons, we proud to oppose this motion. Thank you.